Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Bernie Uechtritz. Hard name, but I think I got it. I kind of got it right a little bit.
You did.
But let's go right into it. I mean, Bernie, you're here because the Prosecco Ranch is for sale, and you are the founder of Icon Global, and so you're heading that. But you have an extensive background in real estate, especially farming, ranching, real estate. You sold the Wagner Ranch. So I know people have lots of questions for you, but before we talk about Prosecco, tell us about how you got into this. You know, tell us a little bit about selling the Wagner Ranch and what brought you to Prosecco Ranch.
Sure. Well, so I sell farms and ranches and plantations and cattle stations and things, you know, across the country and in certain instances around the world. Mm-hmm. I've been lucky enough to do it for about 30 years
Wow.
in America, from California to Texas and Kentucky and so on and so forth. Of course, in Australia and Papua New Guinea, which is where I'm from. I was lucky enough to have the privilege to represent and be part of a great team that represented the Wagner Ranch sale, and I was, you know, fortunate enough to lead that team in the international marketing and sale of the ranch. But like most great deals, it takes a lot of people and a lot of people on a team to make a successful deal, so I was really fortunate.
Well, I know the Wagner Ranch is really well known, as well as the Prosecco Ranch. So and I should say Prosecco, I think that's a proper way to say it,
right.
But tell us about that ranch. I mean, I know we have some footage of it. It's an impressive ranch. I mean, great operation. So tell us about it.
Yeah. So not unlike the Wagner, the Prosecco Ranch it's an iconic, legendary, well-known name in the cattle industry in Texas. I mean, to quantify it, that's really what it is. It's been around 30 or 40 years. Has a great name in the cattle industry. It's been under great management of Phil English and Tom Woodward. And, you know, it's about 11,800, nearly 12,000 acres. It's sort of northeast of Mount Pleasant. It used to be, you know, years ago it was about 40,000 acres. Mm-hmm. There was some land taken for a water reservoir, sort of some bottom land, but the core of the ranch is really a pretty productive cattle ranch. There's some pieces of it that are recreationally orientated, so they've got a great hunting and fishing component to the ranch as well.
Is this ranch going to go to auction? Is it all? Are you wanting to sell it all to one buyer? I mean, what's the goal here?
So it's not going to auction.
Okay.
We're marketing it as a sealed bid.
Okay.
So the sealed bids are due, you know, by November 15th, and they'll be opened by a certified public accountant. But we're marketing it as a whole. We're marketing it subdivided into, at this stage, we've got it tentatively subdivided into 4 parcels. And those parcels range from sort of a fairly small, couple of hundred acres of commercial, which is right on Interstate 30, to some core pieces of ranch, pasture and cow land. There's some bottomland recreational aspects to it. There's about 1,500 acres of high fenced, managed deer herd land. So all of those pieces, there's a couple of, there's 2 100-acre lakes, you know, got the best fishing around, well managed. A lot of that infrastructure is new. That's one of the great things about the Prosecco is it's a no-frills, lean, mean cattle and hunting machine. Good fences, good roads, and great infrastructure, but not overdone. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not paying for somebody else's mansion, right? This is a production ranch in every sense of the word. So it's got good accommodations, good housing, good infrastructure, lakes, lake houses, hunting, that sort of thing.
So if somebody wants any information, I know they can visit superiorlivestock.com. We have information on it. But if they want to get in touch with you or more information about this outstanding place, how can they go about doing so?
Sure. You can go to 2 different websites, proseccoranch.com or iconglobal.com.
Okay.
Yeah, www.icon.global.
Well,
it's that simple.
I want to thank you for being on this morning, Bernie. Such a pleasure to talk to you. I know, like I said, you have such an extensive resume. I feel like I could talk to you all show just about everything in your past and what led you here today.
Sure.
But thanks again for being here. When we come back, DJ Felton, don't go anywhere.